Okay, so for this next arrangement, it is going to be a little bit different from the previous arrangements that you've seen, in that this is a style that we learn much later, and it's a style of no style. It's a free expression arrangement. We don't have any real rules, but we try to do something that complements the container we're using. Typically in Amara, we don't use clear glass containers, but because this is going to be a more modern arrangement, I feel like it's okay for us to do that today. First material that we're going to use is called mitsumata, and I'm going to probably use wire for this if we have that somewhere. And might be one that doesn't fit into your frame. So the interesting thing about mitsumata is, from what I understand, is it could be the pulp were used, or maybe still are used, in the paper money that they use in Japan. So interesting. What I'm going to do, I can't really do a cube easily with this, but I'm going to try to do something that maybe is a little more spherical. Okay, so I hope you can see that this is 1/6 of a giant circle. That's incomplete. All right, and actually protea and monstera. Yeah, I won't need that. So this is, I'm going to be interested to see how this looks from the front with the white background. But to make the color of the white kind of pop out, at least in the center, I'm going to use some of this monstera to create some green kind of suspended in air of this portion of the circle. There's also some dried leucadendron seed pods. So this is not what you would typically see, or certainly not in your initial Ikebana classes. Again, this has should have a much more modern feel to it. These are all materials that, for a short time anyway, they can be outside of water. So I thought they'd be. start with a concept. Maybe I like to kind of draw a little bit of what I think I want to do, and then that gets refined, and then you go and see what kind of materials are available to you, and that may change your mind a little bit. And then you come to the event and you start to actually make the arrangements, and lots of last minute changes and decisions, nothing can be counted on. So you have to be very willing to go with that flow, and especially doing the arrangement from behind, you have to kind of envision what is being seen from the front. So this one in particular, I want to have some textures that are interesting. I know that the branches inside are going to crisscross a little bit. I did find these seed pods from the leucadendron really interesting, like little pine cones. And that's my unfinished circle.